We have a very good question from the football nerd, and he asked, who do you think will get promoted through the playoffs to the Premier League from the Championship from League One, and League One from League Two? Great question, man. I absolutely love this question. I saw this question and I've been thinking. So let's start with the team coming up from League 2 up to League 1, where we have Newport County versus Tranmere in the playoff finals. I don't know much about these two teams, especially Tranmere, but Newport County, I could remember City defeating them 4-1 in the FA Cup to move on. We did eventually win the FA Cup, but Newport County did defeat Leicester City and they did defeat Middlesbrough to get to play us. So they're a very good team, and I'm going to pick Newport County to get promoted to League 1. Now, for the League 1 finals, we have Charlton playing Sunderland. Yes, guys, Sunderland are now in League 1. And if they don't defeat Charlton, they could be in League 1 for yet another season. Remember, a few seasons ago, Sunderland were in the Premier League. They got relegated, and then in the Championship, they got relegated again. So they are on the quest to return to a higher flight of football, and they take on Charlton. To be honest, I want Sunderland to get back on their feet. So I'm going to say Sunderland to defeat Charlton and go on to the Championship yet again, where they will get some money and they could possibly build their team back to maybe one day return in the Premier League. Maybe not. Not a very exciting team to watch. So let's talk about the big one, the Championship playoff final between Derby County and Aston Villa. To be completely honest, I do not follow the Championship very closely until it gets to this point where we see the playoffs. We had Aston Villa, Leeds, West Bromwich Albion, and Derby County taking part in the playoffs. Derby County defeated Leeds convincingly, and then West Brom and Aston Villa went on to play penalties, where Aston Villa prevailed to make a second consecutive Championship playoff final. Last season they lost to Fulham. Fulham then got relegated, so Aston Villa would be like, yo, if we had went up, we would have done better, right? But we don't know that. The Premier League is very competitive right now. But who will make it to next season's Premier League? Derby County, or will it be Aston Villa? It will be really rough if Aston Villa loses and to play in the Championship once again, right? It will be really hard. But for Derby County, it will be some story, right? Frank Lampard, a Premier League legend, a legend of the game. They have Ashley Cole coming to play for them, another Chelsea legend. That is crazy. That's a crazy story. That's an amazing story. But Aston Villa, they seem the better team on paper, the more experienced players and all. But I think what Derby is doing right now, they just writing a fairy tale story. I have a feeling it will be Derby County winning the Championship playoff and getting promoted to the Premier League, and Aston Villa will go away in heartbreak once again. But very great question, football nerd. I really appreciate that, man. Really appreciate it.